Okay, now an important skill that you need is to be able to look at an equation in turning point form and specify exactly what each of these things does to it. So we're looking at x squared being converted to this, or x squared being converted to this thing over here. So basically, if we're looking at this, we look at our 1/3. That third tells us it's been dilated from the x-axis by 1/3. So it's wider than it was originally. This tells us that it's been moved across to the right by 1. This -2 tells us it's gone down 2. Something that we've got to be able to say that. So that's if we're looking at a whole load of things together. So that's when we're combining everything. Up until now, we've only looked at things individually, but now we're looking at it all together. Now, over here, we've got x squared becoming this. So this, it's dilated from the x-axis by a factor of 2. So that takes care of that. It's also negative, so therefore it's reflected in the x-axis because that 2 is negative. Now, we've got a -1, so that tells us we're going to the right by 1. And as you can see, I've made a mistake. This should be to the left by 1. So negative moves across to the right, and now we've got this +5. We're going to move it up by 5. That's how we do it if we have a whole combination. If we've got a combination, we've got to look at whatever is in front, whether it's positive or negative, and then that tells us our dilation factor. We've got to look at this value here, if it's positive or negative. Remember, if it's positive, it moves to the left. If it's negative, it moves to the right. And in this case, remember, if it's positive, it moves up. If it's negative, it moves down, and the number tells us by how much.